Need high-quality video to promote your event, business, or band? We can help.
We're Pixel Pond, a video production team based in the Pacific Northwest, providing high-quality content to clients across the U.S. and Canada.
Whether you want coverage of your live event to promote for next year, or need a camera and a camera operator for your next big project, we can accommodate projects of all sizes.
Your story is important. Visit pixelpondllc.com or send an email to info@pixelpondllc.com to get started today. We can't wait to work with you.
Parental warning. This podcast contains references to drug and alcohol use, boners, sex dungeons, nudes, titties, and deploying the heat-seeking moisture missile. Please podcast responsibly.
This time on Gamers Week podcast.
I think this past summer we had on the Gamersician for State of Play, and it was really, really a good one as well. And then they follow up with this one, and Sony is on a roll. What do you think about it, Ryan?
I'm dreaming about goth chicks and barbecue sauce.
That's weird. We'll let you get back to that, Ryan.
I've never tried barbecue sauce for that.
I would think you want to go with like a super sweet barbecue sauce instead of the spicy ones, because that's going to do a whole lot of damage.
Yeah, probably don't want to go. Yeah.
So you ever seen the movie She's Out of My League?
I don't think so.
Highly recommend it. It's got TJ Miller in it, and he's very funny. You ever seen the movie Knocked Up?
Nope.
Yes.
You ever seen the movie Goon?
Nope.
Yes.
Got any more? I can do this all night.
Jay Brutal. He's from How to Train Your Dragon. You just gesture to
There we go.
of
Okay,
them.
How to Train Your Dragon. Do you know that one?
Yeah.
I do.
Okay, so the guy who does the voice for the young kid in How to Train Your Dragon, he is the lead character in that. He is the person who is clearly not in this girl's league.
Okay.
Everybody knows the name except me and Jay Berger. And that's right, Games of Coffee. He is in fact a Canadian. If I remember right, too, he's got a maple leaf tattoo on his chest.
Oh, like full bird? Full bird maple leaf?
No, it's just a little tiny one.
Oh, if you're going to do that, you need to commit.
Yeah.
I agree.
Maple leaf.
You connect the maple leaf to the nipples and have a little drop of maple syrup down below.
I love that idea. Like the guys who get the teardrop, but it's maple syrup.
That's what I get for killing a beaver every time.
A beaver.
All right, so why don't we go ahead and kick things off? Welcome to Gamers Week podcast. Like the name says, we analyze the best, the worst, and the weirdest headlines of the past week in the video game industry. Today is Wednesday, February 11, 2026, and this is episode 199. My name is Ryan, aka retrogamebrews, and I will be your host for this evening. And I have with me a woman who needs no introductions, but let's introduce her anyway. She is the queen of our torture palace and sex dungeon / pain dungeon. She is the daddy of daddies. Hates it when I call her Big Red. And she is also celebrating a birthday today. So happy birthday to Blue.
Happy birthday!
Thank you. Thank
Blue,
you.
how are you doing?
I will tell you that I woke up under no illusion that anyone would be any nicer to me today, and you have proved my point.
Yes. Had to throw in the Big Red.
Yeah, to just be treated just, like any other day.
So when you took a call at work, did you specifically, like if they started to harp on you, did you say, hey, come on, man, it's my birthday today? They're like, oh.
I considered it. I'm not going to lie. I completely considered it. Instead, I was just like, no, of course it's my fault entirely. Yeah, you're right.
So we got Blue. She's the birthday girl. And we got Donnie too. Hey, what's up, Don?
Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? That's great. Thank you. Awesome.
Apparently, Donnie needs even less of an introduction than me.
All right. So why don't we get this show on the road?
Are you
Want to
serious?
start your own podcast? What?
You're serious? I get no introduction?
Yeah, that's it. That is it.
Wow. Okay. All right.
You'll get
I'm
nothing
sorry,
and you'll like it.
I'm not overshadowing the birthday girl. Come on. That is it. So want to start your own podcast, maybe about a Squid Game style competition between every single Olympics mascot. Buzzsprout has a user-friendly interface, great analytics, and resources to help you grow your audience. Use the link in the description to get a $20 credit when you sign up for a paid plan.
See, and the question is whether the two Winter Olympics from this year would work together or turn on each other at the end. I think they would turn on each other.
So you're thinking that this is like a double cross, right?
Right.
And it's like, they're about to eat the poison berries. And she's like, oh, you go first.
No, we do it at the same time.
Psych!
Gotcha.
All right, so let's go take a look at our reviews, reactions, and requests. First up from Matthew Kane. From what I understand, it's not so much about whether studios want to use Project Genie, but how much control they relinquish with their files and data. Leaks are a big issue with the industry these days. This is just another avenue for stuff to get out to the public before it's ready/announced. There's also the question of whether games being made with this tech are being fed back into models as training data, which means a studio may or may not be giving away some of their secret sauce recipe, which could be used by competing studios. And why would you want that? I haven't really thought about that too when we were talking about this. I think we were just so concerned with how shitty it looked. But that's a good point. Having Google own basically all of the data.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the evil empires.
If you want to generate this, it's because of all the stuff that we've already taken in. You're just feeding the demon. So no, stop it.
No.
Don't feed the trolls or the demon.
Don't pay the toll.
If you want to never mind. Retro Monster said, I hate the idea of an AI podcast, but am also here for watching the wheels fall off when Kratos and Aloy start debating gender politics.
I think the new Kratos and Aloy would get along just fine. Old Kratos? I don't know. They might have some discussions.
So once Kratos became a dad, he kind of calmed down. Is that what we're doing? Where he would
No. Remember, Kratos had children initially in the first.
True,
right.
yeah.
He had a daughter.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I think Old Testament Kratos.
Old Testament Kratos.
That's what I refer to him as. If you're looking at Old Kratos and New Kratos, it's Old Testament versus New Testament.
And that is canon now.
And last up from Gaming and Games, what about Blades of Steel movie, but it's like Slapshot? Hard R. Hansen brothers beating the hell out of everyone. Yes, please make this
That's
a thing.
just Slapshot 2.
That's right. Didn't they make a Slapshot 2?
I think they
made more than just 2. That maybe there's up to 3.
But it sucks.
Oh,
The fact that you guys don't know probably says
Exactly.
everything you need to know about it.
They did it like Major League,
Yeah, so it's God, you're right. Slapshot 2 Breaking the Ice, which looks like it has Baldwin, one of the
Oh, really?
Yeah, Stephen Baldwin, Gary Busey. And then Slapshot 3 is with one of the original Steve Hansen.
Yep.
Or Steve Carlson, Leslie Nielsen. Okay, so Leslie Nielsen is in Slapshot 3, and I feel like I have to watch that one.
Leslie Nielsen, Gary Busey.
Leslie Nielsen all day, every day.
Patron movie night. Just saying.
I will be bringing whiskey to that one.
All right, so why don't we go ahead and shout out our patrons?
We couldn't do what we do without the help of our gorgeous patrons. Here are the generous folks supporting Gamers Week on Patreon. Steven Sand, Ramboski, Terry Kinnear, Don't Make Me Pull This Car Over, My Looney Bun Is Fine, Benny Lava.
My looney bun is fine, Benny Lava.
Thank you. Hybrid Divide, You Fall Before Me, The Let's Play Princess, La Shorty, The Pixel Pond Family, including Shannon and Luke and the Skee Ball Daddy, Zach, aka Old Cluster Nuts, Puzzle Butter, Number One Blue Stick Voice Chan, John Barron, Sassy Sony, Evo Lust, Syrum, Al Harrington's Wacky Waving Inflatable Arm Flailing Tube Man, Emporia Man, Warehouse, Mega Retro Man, Gamatroid, Mora Deeb, Michael, you don't act like a scientist. You're more like a game show host, Lakite, Emo-esque, Bill Tucker, you know the bleeps, the sweeps, and the creeps, Fruitcakes, I hate it when my Schwartz gets twisted, Pickled Pepper, Ducks with Thick Thighs, absolutely the best podcast, A Work in Progress, Bobson Dugnut, Blues Little Sis, Perler Daddy, Retro Blast Pat, BNT Zilla Guide, The Mad Milkman, Seven Castle Forest, Crunchy Kong, The Ichias Bond, Frank Grande, and Love Retro BTW. If you like what you heard today, and we really hope you do, please consider joining us on Patreon. Your support helps cover the cost of producing the show, as well as other cool stuff we'll be doing, like prizes and giveaways. You'll also gain access to our bi-weekly patron-only bonus cast called Gamers Week Uncut, Patrons with Benefits. Visit patreon.com/gamersweek or follow the link in the show notes to learn more.
All right, so let's go ahead and jump into our headlines.
This headline segment is proudly sponsored by absolutely the best podcast, A Work in Progress. Each episode, George and Zach discuss and rank all the best things, and right now they're ranking every movie in the Alien vs. Predator connected universe. This week, they've got a trivia question for us. What 1985 film, the 14th in its series, includes the use of an Apple IIc by the main protagonist with help from a geologist to plot the strength of an earthquake caused by the main antagonist's mine flooding? Visit them at absolutelythebest.net or follow the link in the show notes. And I think that is the most nerdiest sentence I've ever read.
I do want to point out that when Zach sent me this question, he said it contains earthquakes, so you know Ryan's going to drop a load in his pants.
What's the magnitude of this load?
Have him stand up and show us.
Yeah. There goes Tokyo. Oh, guys.
So 1985 film. Can we get a clue? Is it a Hollywood film or outside of Hollywood?
The first clue is that the geologist is sexy.
The hell?
He really thought that would give it away.
The thing that's throwing me off is the 14th in its series.
Really?
That's the thing that's throwing me off, because 14 in 1985. So there was 13 other movies before this.
Okay. The title shares a name with the song by an English pop rock band and was released a few weeks before the movie.
Got it.
Puzzle says Land Before Time. If we were into the straight-to-video sequels, yes, that would be it.
Donnie, go for it.
Leading you to a view, to a kill.
Oh, yes, Soren. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
View to Kill. It's got Christopher Walken in it, and Mayday as well, Grace Jones. So, yes, I know this. I do know this movie.
It's a Bond film.
And I'm now disappointed in yeah, of course, it's a Bond film.
What other series would have that many entries by 1985?
I was thinking like Japanese films, like Godzilla or Gamera or something like that, or like Ultraman, or because 14 just sounded like a lot.
Well, yeah, I didn't think that there were 14 Bond films before 1985. Right. That just seems like overkill. Simon Ashtier in the chat did mention before I answered, he said, sexy geologist has to be James Bond. And I'm thinking, it's like, James Bond, like there's not 14 James Bond movies before that. But apparently there is.
I'm pretty sure Zach would have counted, but feel free to fact check.
Yeah, you can easily go back on imdb.com right now and check to see if like how many there are. But
no, I don't question his, but it just seems not intuitive. Yeah.
GoldenEye says there's almost 30 Bond films now. That's crazy.
Wow.
Yep.
Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at this week's headlines.
Moving on from James Bond, the podcast.
Right. The Thursday curse strikes again as Sony is holding its newest State of Play tomorrow, February 12th at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 Eastern. The broadcast is said to be the biggest State of Play with a full hour slated for news, gameplay updates, and announcements from game studios across the globe, including eye-catching third-party and indie games headed to PS5, along with the latest from teams at PlayStation Studios. Now, please hold while we fast forward to the show to Thursday.
I think we're good.
Good?
All right.
Oh my God, it's beautiful. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us again. Sorry we are late. One member of our party could not be roused from his slumber.
So, since Ryan and I have the Code Daddy title...
No.
Yeah, we do.
You and I have it.
Was it you and I?
Yeah.
I thought it was Ryan and I.
No.
Okay. All right, you're right. Yeah, so this is official then. This solidifies it.
See, and Frank says we have both earned our Code Daddy titles for that Ryan pick. So, what do you think, Ryan?
I love the N64.
All right. You don't mind if we go ahead and go without you, right, Ryan? You just keep on snoozing away. Sounds good. All right, 1 week after the first Nintendo Direct of 2026, PlayStation joined the party with its first State of Play of the new year, and it was a banger. The 60-minute plus event brought multiple new games, updates, and more across many storied franchises. Here are the biggest announcements. Ember Lab kicked off this State of Play with the debut of Kena Scars of Cosmora, a follow-up to 2021's Bridge of Spirits. The debut trailer included a look at raw gameplay with combat and traversal specifically featured. Scars of Cosmora is coming to PS5 and PC in 2026. Mike Booth from Bad Robot Games was featured next, where he introduced new gameplay for 4-Loop, a co-op action roguelite where groups of 4 choose missions based on a multi-branching grid called the Probability Map. A playtest was also confirmed for the near future.
A new story trailer for Capcom's Pragmata came next, showing off some of the derelict city we saw way back in the game's first trailer in 2020. Pragmata was previously confirmed to launch on April 24th, but a playable demo is available now. Following Pragmata was another Capcom trailer for Resident Evil Requiem, which launches at the end of the month. A new story-focused trailer highlighted the dynamic between Leon and Grace, while showing off more of Leon's combat prowess. We also get a tease of the Raccoon City Police Department, which Leon will apparently return to in the next game. And a new remaster of the final chapter in the Legacy of Kain series is coming to PS4 and PS5 on March 3rd. The first reveal trailer showed off some of the remastered gameplay as well as the confirmation of levels from a canceled sequel.
A new update to the latest Dead or Alive game, Dead or Alive 6 Last Round, was revealed next. The updated version will include a photo mode, upscaled visuals, and a free-to-play version for those who wish to try it. The updated Dead or Alive 6 launches June 25th. Next up was the debut of Crimson Moon from Probably Monsters. It's a third-person action game where players take on the role of a half-man, half-angel knight tasked with fighting horrific demons. Crimson Moon is set to release later in 2026. And following its appearance at the Xbox Developer Direct last month, Beast of Reincarnation, a new third-person action game from Pokemon developer Game Freak, was the next game to feature. The trailer showed off fresh gameplay and confirmed an August 4th release date.
Krafton's Montreal studio unveiled its newest project next, and it's a third-person action game called Project Windless. Players will control a dual-wielding warrior chicken as he hacks and slashes through hordes of enemies. The next section of the State of Play featured Konami, which kicked off with Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2, launching August 27th. The collection includes the PSP's Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, as well as Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots, which marks the game's first ever port since its launch on PS3 in 2008. Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1 will also receive an update with high-resolution visuals and other improvements. Castlevania Belmont's Curse is a new 2D action platformer coming from Konami alongside Motion Twin and Evil Empire, those last two being the studios behind Dead Cells and the Rogue Prince of Persia, respectively. Belmont's Curse is set to launch later this year.
Silent Hill Townfall is adding its own spin and sending the franchise into first-person survival horror. Previously announced in 2022, the game follows Simon Ordell in the seaside town of St. Amelia. Townfall launches later this year. A new third-person action game starring Keanu Reeves as the eponymous John Wick was announced by Saber Interactive and Lionsgate. No official release info was revealed, but the debut trailer did feature a brief tease of gameplay. John Wick also said, "Yeah."
Yeah.
A new trailer for Marathon, the upcoming multiplayer shooter from Bungie, showed off new gameplay, new gunplay, and a few new teases of the greater story surrounding the game. A Server Slam open preview weekend is set for February 26th through March 2nd, ahead of the game's launch on March 5th.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
That was much better.
I applaud the effort. A new gameplay trailer for Marvel Tokon followed next with a look at the Unbreakable X-Men team within the game. Storm was previously confirmed, but 3 more X-Men, Magic, Wolverine, and Danger made their debut. Marvel Tokon will launch on August 6th, and hopefully I'm saying that right. The big last reveal of the show announced a full remake of the original God of War trilogy is now in development at Santa Monica Studios, with original Kratos voice actor T.C. Carson confirming the game is in early development. And for the cherry on top of the sprinkles, on top of the chocolate sauce, the oft-rumored God of War Metroidvania-style game Sons of Sparta was finally confirmed. The game is being developed in a collaboration between Santa Monica Studio and Megacat Studios with a pixel art aesthetic and side-scrolling gameplay. Sons of Sparta is available now on PlayStation 5.
Old Testament
Wow.
Kratos is back, baby.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how we were talking about that last night, and look what pops up.
I know, that's crazy. Yeah, Ramboski beat me to it in the chat. Old Testament Kratos is back. Yeah.
Love me some Old Testament Kratos.
Oh, Games with Coffee too, yeah. This state of play was killer, like absolute killer.
Bonkers.
I think this past summer we had on the Gamersician for State of Play, and it was really, really a good one as well. And then they follow up with this one, and Sony is on a roll. What do you think about it, Ryan?
I'm dreaming about goth chicks and barbecue sauce.
That's weird. We'll let you get back to that, Ryan.
I've never tried barbecue sauce for that.
I would think you want to go with like a super sweet barbecue sauce instead of the spicy ones, because that's going to do a whole bunch of damage.
Yeah, probably don't want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Webhead says, so pattern-wise, there's a good state of play when Ryan's not here.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
That's how it is. So, what did you think? What were your highlights?
Pretty much everything we have listed, it was a highlight for me.
Making the Home Alone face the whole time.
Exactly. There was only a handful of things that I wasn't really too keen on, but throw a dart, and you're going to hit something that I liked out of this whole show. What about you?
Basically same. It finally seemed like we got a showcase that was not shooter heavy, which I really appreciated, because it seems like the last, 5-10 years, it's just like shooter this, shooter that. There were some shooters, but they weren't like the dominant genre in it. There were a lot of third-person action games, which I love.
I know.
I can fully admit a lot of them look the same. Like, let's see, Beast of Reincarnation and Crimson Moon. You swap one out, you get the other,
exactly.
At least from what we've seen. But I'm not saying they look bad. I'm just saying it's a little samey. But sequel to Kena, Bridge of Spirits, I didn't finish Bridge of Spirits, but now I guess I need to, because I think this one actually looks even better. The gameplay looks a little more developed, I guess, a little deeper.
Okay.
That's more what I think I want to try. Project Windless. I don't even know what to make with that.
That looked like an endless wave of zombie thing, and I was like, nope. If that's all that is, no thanks.
It looks pretty clearly to be a Muso-style action game, but like the tone was so serious, and yet it's a giant chicken warrior. I don't really know what to make of this. I know it's based on a book series.
I didn't notice the chicken at all. I just saw Japanese-style guys slashing through a bunch of, like, a wave of enemies. I missed the chicken. Chicken
You didn't notice he was a giant bird.
Nope, flew over the coop. That's so...
Okay. All right. That was Project Winless. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to be buying that, but interested in seeing where they go with that. Of course, banger of the whole show was new Castlevania.
Correct.
Oh my God.
And so it's funny because it says that the makers of Dead Cells, and that whenever I looked at that, I saw it, I was like, that's Dead Cells. That makes me think of Dead Cells, which Dead Cells is awesome. They did a Castlevania version of that. So for this team to come and work on this as well, I'm super excited for it.
Oh, yeah. Super, super excited. And it's supposed to be out sometime this year. It has been 84 years since we've had a new Castlevania game.
Well, a new side scroller that's not trying to do we had a bunch of 3D games that came out in the early to mid 2000s.
Early 2000s.
Like Lament of Innocence and stuff. Yeah, but it's been a hot minute. Yeah.
A long time. That I will be pre-ordering, probably getting day one. And if it's out on physical, it may just be a digital only.
So let me ask you a question. Silent Hill Townfall looks good, but what do you think about them changing it to a first person?
First, I will say the trailer looks freaking amazing.
Yes.
Everything that I wanted from Silent Hill F, as far as like an atmosphere and a tone and a story that feels a little more grown up, that's what they're giving us in Townfall. And I am so excited. First person is not my favorite. I think everybody knows that, but
True.
It looked good enough that I am willing to give it a try.
Did you like BioShock?
I didn't play much BioShock.
Okay. So I think if they would take away, if you can't use a gun, or it's not like several guns, maybe it's just one gun, okay? One gun, but everything else is like an axe or a 2x4 or something like that. Could you be more on board with that?
Yeah, I mean, normally I just don't like the way first person controls.
Okay,
but
fair.
This one, I thought it was interesting because if you think about the original Silent Hill and Silent Hill 2, they're not meant to be combat-y games. The combat is kind of slow. It's kind of clunky.
Correct.
You're encouraged to avoid combat as much as possible. And that did not appear to be what was happening in this trailer. The combat looked pretty fluid and a little bit exciting. Like, this looks like the character is competent at surviving instead of I'm going to flail around with this 2x4 and hopefully I hit something.
Right. The way it looked was just amazing. When he's holding that what looks like a little handheld TV from like the 80s or 90s. Like the graphics on that looked phenomenal.
Right. And then at the beginning, when he pulls himself out of the water and he stands up and he's wearing jeans, I was like, that is horrifying. Soaking wet jeans. Oh, my God.
Nobody likes that.
Nobody likes that.
Do you think Galactic Racer is going to be as much fun as Mario Kart?
You know, I'm going to be honest. I was working while this was on. And when it came to, I saw the Star Wars logo, I just kind of kept working. I just kind of noped. I'm just going to be honest.
Okay.
What did you think of it, though?
Well, from when we saw it at the Summer Games Fest, I am super excited for Galactic Racer. I'm looking for another racer that could potentially replace Mario Kart. We've had a lot of fun with Mario Kart in the Discord, in my Discord, in our Patreon Discord, playing with patrons. It's a lot of fun. I think this is going to be even more fun than Mario Kart.
Those are some big words there.
I know those are some strong words, but I have a feeling deep down in the cockles that the Galactic Racer is going to be up there with Mario Kart.
Okay. Donnie is swearing on his cockles, everyone, that this is going to be the next big thing. We'll see. And then if it turns out not to be, what's going to happen to your cockles?
They'll shrivel up and be useless, I guess. Donnie wants to be the Galactic Racer daddy. Maybe.
But you're getting lots of cockle emojis in the chat. People have their fingers crossed for the health of your cockles.
What about the God of War remake?
Yeah. So it is Santa Monica Studios. Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure they did the original trilogy. Chat can fact check me if I'm wrong about that.
You're going to pull my card on this one. God of War. Yeah, Santa Monica Studio.
Okay. So I was talking to Mr. Blue about that announcement, and he was feeling that the games were still good as they are and didn't need a remake, maybe just a remaster to kind of glow them up a little bit. But because it's the same studio, what I'm thinking is they maybe had some ideas that they wanted to implement before that they weren't able to do.
Right, technological.
Yeah, this gives them a chance to maybe make the game that they've fully intended or take what they've learned since and really allow these titles to shine. I guess we'll see. I thought it was really cool that they had the original voice actor there to announce them, implying that he will be doing the voice again.
Yeah, I am today's years old when I realized it was T.C. Carson. I know this guy from Living Single, a TV show back in the 90s, and also he was the cook from U571. I had no idea this guy voiced Kratos. Holy crap.
He's got range. He's got range. Yeah, Games with Coffee says, I flipped when the voice of OG Kratos showed up. I guess they buried their feud. Did they have a feud?
Like both of us, there's a feud.
Yeah, we know stuff.
John Wick, when I saw this, not the actual video, but the actual gameplay, it made me feel like this is the new Punisher game. The Punisher game that came out on the PlayStation 2, which was really extremely bloody with its gory kills and stuff like that. I think this could be a replacement for it. And then, of course, Marvel Tokon. That fighting game looks amazing with their graphics. They're going next level with how it looks. And I have not been a big fan of the whole tag team thing with Marvel versus Capcom, but this game just looks downright amazing.
I'm pretty sure you like tag teams in real life.
I do like tag teams, but like wrestling, I do love it when they tag their partner into the ring.
Wrestling.
It's like, hey, it's your turn now. Yeah, come on. But I'm excited for so many games that are coming out from Sony.
It's nice to see you excited instead of jaded and nothing looks good, nothing is exciting me.
I will be honest that I was not excited for this state of play. I thought it was just going to be a run-of-the-mill, like, oh, yep, this is the same third-person game, action-adventure. This is the same first-person shooter. This is the same puzzle. This is the same Japanese game that we've seen over and over and over and over again. And I was proven wrong, and I am pleasantly surprised.
Very nice. Aren't we all? Ryan, what are you looking forward to?
Big Tiny Wizard 69.
Good stuff, Ryan. Okay, well, I think we should probably take this show back to Wednesday.
You want to go back?
I mean, still my birthday if it's Wednesday.
So you have to go back. Yeah. Well, let's go back to Blue's birthday and celebrate it again.
Just Groundhog Day it. It'll be great.
Yeah, it's Groundhog Day. And yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I seem jaded when it comes to new games and whatnot. It seems like it's all the same thing. It's all so similar. And I feel like we've gone way past the golden era of video games. We're way past that. So when everything looks the same, nothing's revolution, nothing's groundbreaking. It's just it's easy to fall in that rut. And I apologize. I don't mean to be an old curmudgeon.
You don't have to apologize. You're not always wrong. There is a lot of sameness out there.
Yeah.
You're the dad of the podcast, and everyone loves you for it.
Don't make me take off this belt.
The dad.
Oh, you bet. Okay. I'm glad you went back and corrected yourself.
Right.
We almost got her, Jeff. We almost got her.
Yeah, it's like, okay, Dad.
All right. So ready to time travel?
Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, man, that was a really good segment. We had a lot of great things to say.
I especially like that one thing, don't you?
I know. I'm so excited for that one announcement.
All right, next up, Discord announced on Monday that it's rolling out age verification on its platform globally starting next month, when it will automatically set all users' accounts to a teen-appropriate experience unless they demonstrate that they're adults. For most adults, age verification won't be required, as Discord age interference model uses an account's information such as account tenure, device and activity data, and aggregated high-level patterns across Discord communities. Discord does not use private messages or any message content in this process. Savannah Bodalik, Discord's global head of product policy, tells The Verge users who aren't verified as adults will not be able to access age-restricted servers and channels and won't be able to speak in Discord live streams like stage channels, and will see content filters for any content Discord detects as graphic or sensitive. Direct messages and servers that are not age-restricted will continue to function normally. Discord's global age verification launch is part of a wave of similar moves at other platforms driven by international legal push for age checks and stronger child safety measures. This is not the first time Discord has implemented such form of age verification either. It initially rolled out age checks for users in the UK and Australia last year, which some users figured out how to circumvent using Death Stranding's photo mode. Bodalik says Discord immediately fixed it after a week, but expects users will continue finding creative ways to try to get around the age checks, adding that Discord will try to bug bash as much as possibly can. And in October, one of Discord's former third-party vendors suffered a data breach that exposed users' age verification data, including images of government IDs. Discord states it's immediately stopped doing any sort of age verification flows with that vendor and is now using a different third-party vendor. We're not doing biometric scanning or facial recognition. We're doing facial estimation. The idea is immediately deleted. We do not keep any information around like your name, the city that you live in, if you used a birth certificate or something else, any of that information.
I don't trust it at all.
Why would you?
Yeah, you've already had one breach, and yet you're like, oh, well, we went with another vendor. Okay, but there's no guarantee for us.
I know. The funny part is that we covered this story when they first launched it in the UK. And back then they said, your photo is immediately deleted. Your ID is immediately deleted. So then how did you have a breach? There shouldn't have been anything left to breach if it was deleted. So the math is not mathing here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. And let's be honest, when you delete something on a computer, right, you're not actually deleting it. You're putting it into a temporary file that says this can be overwritten, more or less. Right. So it's still there. So for everybody who is doing nefarious things and thinks that putting it into your trash bin and then hitting delete actually takes it away from your computer, the feds, I will tell you, can find a way, is what I'm saying. Donnie, I'm sorry.
I need to put my hard drive in the microwave like right now.
No reason, just because.
I feel like you should have like a vat of like liquid oxygen, like ready to go. Like as soon as the feds show up, you could just like, oh!
Absolutely. No, that's what cools my computer right now, and I just press a button.
T-Ken says Discord should partner with Ring's search party feature and just fully piss off everyone.
Oh. That. Don't even get me started on that Super Bowl bullshit.
It's for the lost dogs, you guys.
Of
Won't
course
somebody
it is.
think of the lost dogs?
Puzzle Better said, even my kid 13 knows the trash bin thing doesn't work.
So yeah, this is not proving very popular, but I will defend it a little bit.
Yeah.
In a world where this is going to become required eventually for every platform, this seems like as much of a measured approach as they can take. They're not requiring verification from everyone. If the data shows from your using history that you're obviously an adult, then you're already good, which many of us, that might be the case in Discord.
I don't know. I might think I'm too immature.
Right, exactly. Like, no, we've seen some of the shit that you've sent on Discord. You got to show your ID, buddy.
Yesterday, didn't you just mention that it's great to fart at PetSmart because everyone thinks it's the dogs?
Yeah, GoldenEye says they'll think I'm 7. But yeah, most Discords will continue to operate normally. Either they're trying to reassure people that that's true, or the number of actual like adult content discords is very small.
Which I'm guessing is probably the case, especially most Discord servers want to appeal to a mass audience. So I get that.
Yeah.
Right. And DMs continue to work normally. You can still DM whoever you want. You don't have to verify for that. So that's a big one. The default teen settings seem really, really reasonable. So unless you are wanting to use Discord to participate in your local community's kink group chat or whatever, or something like that, you're probably okay. The thing that's getting everybody is that you can't chat in the live stream stage channels. But that's, I guess, one thing. Discord could do like Roblox and say, f them kids, we don't need to change anything about what we're doing. They could also go like Steam and just go completely overboard and say, well, anything that might be sort of objectionable, we're no longer going to host that content. This seems like it's pretty reasonable. It's not perfect, but it's reasonable.
I think at this point, it's a wait and see, though, for us to see what it does filter and what it doesn't. And then I can more put a nuanced opinion on this because I think we just don't know yet, even though I think I've seen it already say something like this content is
that was a troll thing, though. Did you ever click on it?
No, I didn't actually.
Yeah, he was trolling. It just took you to a Rickroll YouTube video.
Which is fantastic. I love that.
Yeah, that's why I was like, dude, you don't want to click on it. You're not ready.
But the point being is once we figure out truly what the impact of this will be, I think it's going to determine how happy or disappointed we are. If I don't notice anything, because again, I've been using Discord forever and clearly I am an adult, I'll have no problem with this because I think, especially with, I don't know, what's been dominating the news lately, there is obviously people out there that are looking to take advantage of younger individuals. So,
what?
I know,
what?
crazy, right?
No, you're crazy. Nobody would be doing that right now.
Disgusting, absolutely disgusting, deplorable. Right. So yeah, I get the intention. The execution is going to be the biggest part for it because I use Discord all the time for a multitude of reasons, and I find it to be the place that I probably spend more time. I mean, it used to be Twitter, right? But Twitter went down the shitter. So Discord has kind of replaced that. It would be disappointing for me that I wouldn't be able to just be myself or view content that I want to see.
I don't want to touch too much on politics or anything like that, but basically it boils down to what they consider as an adult. It's unfortunate because if you have certain issues that you're dealing with and you find a community that welcomes you and gives you the uplifting environment that you're looking for, I don't know if they're going to put a stipulation on that says you can't access that because you're not 18. We don't know yet. We have no idea what this is going to entail.
Well, and I think that this is them protecting themselves from liability. So yeah,
100%.
18 is the golden age when they're no longer liable for what happens to you. This is definitely going to cause a certain number of people to leave Discord, but I would imagine that they have factored in the potential loss of their user base versus the cost of being liable if something bad happens. And they said, we're willing to take that chance.
Yeah.
And they're proceeding.
Yeah, because I mean, imagine if they got entwined with some kind of nefarious network of people, and that was brought up in subpoenas and congressional hearings and that kind of thing.
Yeah, I think you're right, Ryan. On paper, this seems, like I said, a really reasonable approach, but it does remain to be seen how the execution handles when it goes live next month.
And if it doesn't, you will be hearing from us.
Probably. And if enough people are upset about this, then something else will pop up to take its place.
Of course.
Where grown-ups can be grown-ups without anybody having to check their ID.
I'm glad that it doesn't affect private messages.
Why, Ryan?
Funnily enough, you were the first person I thought of when I saw this headline.
Everybody gets my nudes. It's fantastic. If you're not getting my nudes, I'm sorry.
I'll say everybody else gets your nudes.
Yeah.
It's fine.
We're co-hosts and we don't even get them.
Nope. It's fine.
You have to be special.
Fuck you.
Not even a birthday nude.
No, not even a birthday nude.
You call those a bood? Birthday nude? A bood? Can you send me a bood, please?
Sounds Canadian.
That's
what I'm talking about.
Why are they laughing at my boots?
All right, next up, Larian Studios, multi-award-winning fantasy RPG Baldur's Gate is set for its own TV series on HBO and will be helmed by The Last of Us co-creator Craig Mazin. The television show will reportedly take place after the events of Larian's RPG and follow the character players grew to love over time as they grapple with the aftermath of its world-changing ending. Mazin is no stranger to adapting video games into live action, following its work co-creating HBO's The Last of Us with Naughty Dog's Neil Druckmann. Huge fan of Baldur's Gate 3, Mazin told Deadline that after putting nearly 1,000 hours into the incredible world of Baldur's Gate 3, it's a dream come true to be able to continue the story that Larian and Wizards of the Coast created. By taking on this project that has no ties to any of the other Baldur's Gate games in the pipeline, Mazin will be free to reign over the story he wishes to tell. Of course, the ending of Larian's multi-game of the year award-winning RPG can vary massively depending on how you choose to play the game, so it's highly intriguing to see how Mazin and company go about choosing which ending is canon for them. It may well be a while yet before we see Baldur's Gate arrive on the small screen, and Mazin's still attached to complete production on The Last of Us, which is geared up for its third and maybe final season. I am so excited for this.
Really?
I have to say, because I play Baldur's Gate 3. Mm-hmm. I love it. And for one, I really hope they use the voice actors, because several of the actors that did the voices are also regular actors as well. So I would love to see some of those folks brought in, at least in some capacity, to bring some of that, how would I put it, fan service for me. But also really, really interested in all the sex as well.
Of course you are. Tiken says there's a big push for Neil Newbon to play Astarion in the TV show.
Nice. That would be fantastic. I'm curious as to what they're going to choose. So my guess, if I had to say, is that they probably have a lot of data on what the most common ending is and kind of go from there. That would, to me, make the most sense. But who knows? I haven't finished the game, so I don't know any of the endings. I'm currently stuck right now. So,
yeah, I wouldn't want to go anywhere near this adaptation.
It's going to be challenging. I will agree. Like, this is going to be one of those ones where nobody's going to be happy, but
exactly. Everybody who plays this has their own version of the story, their own version of how it should go, their own version of who these characters are. Mm-hmm. And so to try to make something that's going to please everybody, I mean, good luck with that. Even like they mentioned the Last of Us TV adaptation, and all I've seen online recently is just people shitting on the season 2 because I guess the fans really hate it. And that's like a linear story. Like there's already an established story. All you had to do was adapt it and people are already mad. So you're going to take something that has 1,000 branching possible story paths and you're going to adapt that. Yeah.
Halo did so well.
Right. Because it's stuck so close to the story, though.
Right.
I didn't hate it, though. I think if people are just willing to step away for a minute and say this is just an opportunity to enjoy the IP that you love so much, then why can't we just do that as a community? Why does it have to be perfect? If it's slightly different, then just enjoy it. Assume that it's, I mean, Marvel took their universe and said, hey, let's remake it and we'll split it off into different timelines. I mean, there's like a million different potential Spider-Men that are out there, right? So why can't this be just one of the timelines and just enjoy it for what it is? You know, I do not understand the fangirlism. When it comes to adapting these kinds of things. Just enjoy it.
We don't do that. No, we don't do that.
Impossible.
Like Coffee says, because we can't have nice things.
That's it, right?
Tiken says, the TV show will only be authentic if they hire me to play the purple half-elf bard that was the protagonist of my playthrough.
I think this couldn't be a worse IP to try and transition into a series or a movie because, like you said, it's a multiple ending. It's the game. You're playing the game, and it's tailored to you, your likes and tastes, and how you want the story to go. And whatever ending that you got in your game, it's not necessarily going to be the ending that they show on the series. So you're going to hate it. You're going to have so many people who are divisive against this. They're not going to enjoy it.
And that's what I hate about this community, honestly.
Yeah, you've been on Twitter. You know that just sitting back and enjoying it, that's not an option. We wake up and choose violence every day. But if I was going to do this, I don't think it's a bad idea necessarily because, of course, every game that gets successful has to have a screen adaptation of one type or another. But I would not choose like the main characters from the game. I would choose other characters and set it in this universe, personally.
I got to be honest with you, though. Even knowing all of that, I'm still excited for this, personally.
Like Simon says, what were Puck's final words in A Midsummer Night's Dream? If any of this offends you, just pretend it was a dream.
I agree. Bring Jennifer English in. Not only does she have a great voice, she's hot. So
hold on, research.
She
and
can
not
totally
interested in your gender, by the way.
I'm aware. I'm not looking to date her.
just to do some off-screen massage.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to date her.
Eye candy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but she plays Shadowheart in that, right? And one of the things that I've done in my camp is removed everybody's camp clothes, so I'm the only one clothed.
It's a nude society.
Why are you the only one clothed?
Because that's the way I like it.
Because I'm the leader,
right?
You didn't pick the big junk for your character?
I don't even.
As in real life.
Yeah, I don't remember. No, I don't think you pick the size of it. It's like how much bush you have, if I remember right.
Got to go with no push, man. It looks like no push.
I agree.
I'm running a naturalist club. That's right. I'm running a naturalist.
I'm pretty sure you could choose.
Maybe you're right. I don't remember.
Anyway. Frank says, "What can we get a TV series of Magical Titty Wizard 3?"
Well, he said Big Titty Wizard 3. I'm also not opposed to that either. I just want to say
it's a spinoff.
All right, so why don't we go ahead and jump into our top 3 new releases.
All right, first up is Cresol, Theater of Idols, out on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC from Blumhouse Games. Cresol is a first-person survival horror adventure set in a twisted version of Spain. As a soldier captured by religious dogmatism, you must use your own blood as ammunition without draining to the point of death. Explore the cursed island of Tormentosa, uncover dark secrets, and battle horrifying enemies. Next up is Mugenics, out on PC. Build the ultimate cat army through tactical breeding and send them into deep, challenging turn-based adventures. Draft abilities, collect items, and manipulate genetics across generations in this roguelike tactics game from the creators of The Binding of Isaac and The End is Nigh. And then finally, Mario Tennis Fever, out on Switch 2. Join Mario and friends for some Mushroom Kingdom-style tennis. Use topspins, slices, lobs, and other familiar shots, along with other fancy footwork and new defensive maneuvers to outpace your opponents on the court. Keep a rally going, build up your fever gauge, and unleash powerful fever shots that can be augmented with special effects by equipping fever rackets. So out of these 3, what are you in for, Donnie?
I'm sorry. Mugenics? Isn't that what Frank Thomas and Doug Flutie are peddling on commercials late at night?
It's Nugenics, I think.
It sounds like it. So Mario Tennis Fever looks like it could be fun. It could be a cool party game and whatnot. Get everybody together on Discord and yada, yada, yada and have some fun. But it's on the Switch 2. I don't own a Switch 2. I will never own a Switch 2. So I'm out on that one. Mugenics, the only game that I know of as far as like the creators of Binding of Isaac is the original Super Meat Boy. So they did Super Meat Boy, The Binding of Isaac. I've played Super Meat Boy like maybe once or twice, and then I've never played any of the other games. I took a look at this thing, and you're basically breeding cats. Like, which I think maybe like some kind of mad scientist thing I could get into, but then you have it turn-based strategy, and I'm out. I don't do turn-based shit. So even though it's a bunch of cats that I've got to breed to make a cat army, it's turn-based. You lost me. Which leaves me with Chrysal Theater of Idols. From Blumhouse Games, okay, they do pretty decent horror. Let's not talk about the last Halloween movie that they did because it sucked balls. It looks okay. It looks creepy a little bit. Using your own blood as ammunition. Okay, I think I could check it out just based on the description and the environments that I'm seeing, the overall creepiness. I think my pick would be Chrysal Theater of Idols, but I'm not rushing out to pick it up.
I thought it had a real kind of Bioshock flow to it, which is why I thought you'd be a little more enthusiastic.
It's the content, I guess, really just doesn't really jump out at me. Whereas Bioshock, the whole, it's dealing with control and government and stuff like that. Like that really just at the time, it shouted to me as like, hey, like this is going to be right up your alley. This one, I'd have to hear more of the story.
Fair enough. What about you, Ryan?
So I'll start with Mario Tennis Fever. Obviously, I don't own a Switch 2. I will be buying one, unlike Donnie, eventually. But no, I'm not giving you a hard time. I'm just saying that is something I want to do. But this is a game, I think, where I would be enthusiastic about. It's like, oh, it's a tennis game. I can have a little bit of fun with it. And then I would purchase it with the expectation like, oh, I'm going to play it with friends. And then I would play it for 30 minutes and be really bored and never touch it again. I'm looking at you, Switch Sports. We did that for like a month.
Yeah. Like with the bowling and everything.
Yeah, that was great. And then
let's do it again.
A month.
I haven't touched.
Let's bowl for a month.
It's like the Grease 2. We're gonna bowl.
We're gonna bowl tonight.
Which brings me to Mugenics. This is so strange. This is really weird. Like maybe weird enough for me to try it out. That's kind of it where I'm at. Turn-based, I have no problem with. Tactical RPGs, love them. The whole like breeding cats thing is so weird and quirky that yeah, I might do it. I might. We'll see how it goes.
They were high when they created this.
They had to be.
For 8 years.
Right.
It was in development for 8 years and they were high the whole time.
So yeah, it looks super super fun and interesting. We'll see this one. Which brings me to, is it Chrysal Theater of Idols? Blumhouse knocks it out of the park most of the time, so I trust them in that sense. The only thing that is concerning to me is this whole your blood is ammunition. I don't know if that's going to be a mechanic that's going to get tiresome after a while, right?
I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
Like the Resident Evil games, you don't just have unlimited ammo.
Sure.
It's limited resources. This is just their way of limiting it.
I just find like you're going to spend more time trying to conserve it than enjoying the game, potentially. That's just what like my intuition is with it. And you're right. There are plenty of games that are stingy on ammo. It's just, I don't know, something about it just rubbed me the wrong way. But you're right. It does have a lot of Bioshock feel to it. So there is definitely an appeal. So, I mean, if we're talking, had to pick up a game and choose, I would probably go with this one as like my immediate choice. But Mugenics, I'm very curious on this one.
Blue, what about you? What are you picking up this week?
So Mario Tennis Fever looks like your standard Mario sports stuff. The Mario sports games on the GameCube really liked soccer and baseball and golf. Was not a huge fan of the tennis. And apparently the reviews are saying, yeah, this is fun, but it's pretty much the same as what we had before, just a little bit shinier. So you liked it before, you're probably going to like this. I am probably going to skip it though. Mugenics looks fucking hilarious.
It does.
I mean, the trailer is so bonkers with the cats like banging in the trailer. The cartoon cats are banging in the trailer. And there's at one point where two cats are banging and then another cat comes up and pushes away the bottom cat, takes his place. The top one just keeps banging and like doesn't even miss a beat. And I'm just like, what the f- am I watching? Like I said, this has been in development for 8 years and it sold enough copies to make back its entire development budget in 3 hours.
Wow.
This is a game that people have been really looking forward to, and the early reviews are outstanding. Apparently, it's really silly and zany on the surface, but the gameplay is actually fantastic, and they have a lot of really great mechanics in it. So all I need is for it to come to Switch, which I'm hoping it will, and then it will be a no-brainer for me. Crisol, Theater of Idols. This game looks so metal. I love the dark, like BDSM atmosphere of it. And
you really?
I know, shocker. I just wish it wasn't a shooter. So that's kind of what I was hoping Donnie was more excited about it, so that he would get it and I could watch him play it on a stream one of these nights. But apparently not. I guess you're gonna have to get it, Ryan, and we'll watch you play it.
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm not going to get it. I just need to learn a little bit more about it.
Yeah, you were real meh. I wasn't getting the vibes.
There's, man, a lot of games just don't do it for me anymore.
I know. You're so jaded.
It sucks.
Just can't get it up for these games.
I can't get excited.
Yeah, so Mugenics for me this week.
All right. So, of course, we ran a poll in the Discord. Blue, tell us which of these won this week for our patrons.
So when we ran the poll to ask our patrons, which one would you get? 4th place was Mario Tennis Fever. 3rd place was a tie between Crisol, Theater of Idols, and none of this crapola. And the winner by a landslide was Mugenics.
I think we got a lot of cat fans in the Patron Discord.
I mean, that was just a compelling trailer.
I'm a cat fan. All right, before we move on, let's take a quick break to talk about our sponsor. This segment is proudly sponsored by the Retro Game Club podcast. It's a fantastic, family-friendly retro gaming podcast. In each episode, Rob and guest pick 2 games to play and discuss, as well as news, interviews, and other topics. Right now, they're playing through Mario Brothers and Gyrus. Visit them at retrogameclub.net or follow the link in the show notes. And I almost slipped up and said, like, initially my brain was like Rob and Hugh, but I'm like Rob and my eyes saw guest, and it just flowed easily.
So proud of you.
Yeah.
So Mario Brothers, not Super Mario Brothers. It's
Right.
the
pipes.
Regular Mario.
Yeah, the pipes one with the arcade.
Pipes.
I've never gotten a lot of hours into that one. I feel like you need to progress. I want to progress.
It's a arcade, quarter muncher. So
Yeah.
naturally it's difficult. The one that I've actually probably put the most time into is the one on Atari.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've played that one.
It's because it's on Atari, it makes it really easy. So for a little while, I was a part of a group, like long before RGB High Score. It was like a Reddit group that would do games of the week for mostly was Atari, and it was like a high score chase, if you will. And you would take like a picture of your screen. So I remember going to like the retro shop that we had in town and picking up a cartridge of Mario Brothers for it and just throwing a bunch of hours into it. Cause I mean, it's fun, but it's compared to the arcade, super, super easy. And I ended up getting on the ranking on the leaderboard in like 3rd place overall, which I was like, no shit,
Like, this is hard. Yeah.
Right.
You just stumble into a world record. You're like, what am I doing here?
Playing the original Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt cartridge as a kid, like as my first real foray into video games, this one just felt like a real one note.
It is. I mean, it's
not my favorite.
It's it's a single screen arcade game, right? So
yeah.
Well, there are multiple levels to it.
There is.
Yeah.
And there's bonus pieces to it. But I mean, it's like a static screen, similar to like Donkey Kong, right? You're just playing one screen at a time. It doesn't shift between anywhere. So yeah.
It's a product of its time.
It is. It is. The commercial for the Atari Mario Brothers is hilarious. It's a guy screaming, "Mario, where are you?" And all the claws are coming out of pipes and stuff. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend.
Something's coming up the plumbing for Luigi's in a bind. Giant turtles out to get him, creepy crabs are right behind. Fighter flies, jeepers, yikes, they're all coming out the pipes.
Mario, where are you?
It's Atari Mario Brothers with Mario from Donkey Kong, his brother Luigi, and lots of crazy creatures. And it's twice the fun when two play at once, because you need all the help you can get.
Mario, where are you?
Mario Brothers, new from Atari.
Very weird. All right, well, thank you for coming, students. Please take your seats and welcome to Professor Rybread's Whatever the Heck I Want 101. Because today we're not going to necessarily cover video games. We're going to cover everybody's favorite topic, which is sports. But what I wanted to do is to talk about something that was kind of close to me. So I grew up as a Buffalo Sabres fan. Growing up in Western New York, this is something that you learn about if you're into hockey whatsoever. And it's funny. It's a troll job that I think you guys will kind of enjoy. So stick with me. I know if you're not a big sports fan, Blue, feel free to leave.
He told me yesterday he was doing this, and I was like, please don't. He's like, you can't stop me.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
So I will say, long before sports games tried to look like they were televised reality, some of them quietly smuggled chaos into their rosters. A perfect example lives in the wonderfully broken localization of Fighting Baseball, a mid-90s console title whose attempt at American baseball names produced immortal odysseys like Bobson Dugnut, Sleeve McDykel, and Todd Bonzales. They were fictional players, clearly not real, yet they felt authentic enough to pass the eye test at glance. Fans embraced them, not despite of their fakery, but because of it. What's remarkable is that the same joke, causing a plausible sounding athlete who doesn't exist and letting the system accept it as real, did not originate in a video game. It actually happened for real. And the highest level of professional sports 2 decades earlier. And hockey fans from the Buffalo Sabres are to thank. 1974. At the time, there were several different leagues. So it was the NHL, the WHA, and I think there was at least one other hockey league. So the NHL was not the number one dog. Similar to how football had the AFL and the NFL, they were kind of competing leagues with each other. And one of the things that they were trying to do is to essentially do a draft at the beginning of the year that allows them to pick up amateur players. But what they wanted to do is prevent teams from the WHA from finding out what those draft picks were and then trying to get them to sign contracts before the NHL could get a hold of it. The commissioner of the league decided to do the drafts over the phone. So you would call into the commissioner.
We out of baby eats a boy.
Right. You would call into the commissioner and say, hey, commish, for our pick for blah, 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 we select this person. And then he would go back on like a main telephone line and say, for the, Chicago Blackhawks, we pick this person. And he would just read them out. It's a guy sitting in his office, droning on with names, literally probably the height of the most boring experience I think anybody could ever run into. Sabres general manager, George Imlach, better known as Punch, he was a brilliant guy. He was stubborn and deeply unimpressed with nonsense. So as the draft dragged on, he decided to make a point by just seeing how far the system could be pushed. So he invented a player. The Sabres submitted the name Taro Sugimoto, a 20-year-old center supposedly playing for the Tokyo Katanas. A katana is a type of sword, by the way. So, Sabres, katanas. All right. And the details were just believable enough that, for one, Japan had hockey. Scouts didn't know every overseas league, and katanas conveniently matched the Sabres sword theme branding. So, most importantly, no one on the other end of the phone could instantly prove this player didn't exist. So the NHL accepted the pick Taro Tsujimoto was officially drafted. I think it was the 11th round. So for a brief, glorious window, the Buffalo Sabres had selected on paper the first Japanese player in NHL history. So Tsujimoto appeared in draft summaries, media outlets that were printed, and fans noticed. And once word got out the player might be real, the story snowballed into legend.
It's the Shang Tsung effect.
Kinda, right? You know? Eventually, GM revealed the truth. He said, which of course the league voided the pick and struck Tsujimoto from the official records. But by then it was too late. Fans had adopted him, right? So at Buffalo Sabres games at the Buffalo Memorial Auditorium, chants of "We Want Taro" could be heard through the stands during blowout games. Homemade signs appeared with his name on it. And they actually sell, not officially through the Buffalo Sabres fan store, but there's novelty jerseys out there, and you will see people at games that have Tsujimoto on the back and the number 74, as in the year that he was supposedly drafted, right?
I was just about to say, you should be wearing one of those instead of a Ducks jersey.
I should buy a Tsujimoto jersey now that I think about it. Like the old school Sabres one too. Yeah, I think you're right. Oh, by the way, there's also a tongue-in-cheek trading cards that were made to keep the myth alive for a little bit. But if I remember right, you can't see his face. It's just the back of a guy that says Tsujimoto on there.
When you say old school Buffalo Sabres jersey, are you talking about the ones with the actual Sabres on the front with the buff? Okay.
Yeah, you got it. So unlike Bob's and Dougmet, who existed only inside a games cartridge, Taro Tsujimoto had briefly existed in the actual NHL bureaucracy. The system believed in him. The paperwork made him real. I think it's simple. It's beautiful. It's a lovely troll job. I think, having the guts to go ahead and throw in a fake pick, knowing that eventually you're going to get caught, and the fact that the Sabres fandom has embraced this. And again, you will still have sometimes hear chants of "We Want Taro," or you'll see Taro paraphernalia worn at games. I think it's a great example of people having a good sense of humor about things. And I thought it would be a fun little story to share from one troll to another.
Are they clapping Tsujimoto at Sabres games?
Not. I've never heard anybody do that one in particular, but
seems like a lost opportunity.
Right. For a long time they did "We Want Taro." I don't know if it's been years since I've been to a Sabres game, so I don't know if they're still doing it. But yeah.
I wonder if it would have been embraced quite as much as if the Sabres had lost out like a pick on the 11th round that it turned out to be fantastic.
Right. It would have been the next
absolutely.
pick that came through. Yeah.
Right.
So thank you for listening to episode 199 of Gamers Week Podcast, and a big thank you to the Retro Game Club Podcast, Love Retro BTW, Pixel Pond Production Company, absolutely the best podcast, a work in progress, for sponsoring this episode. And don't forget to check out their links in the show notes. If you want to connect with Gamers Week, follow us on Twitter and Blue Sky at Gamers Week PC. Watch us right here on Twitch at twitch.tv/Gamers Week Podcast, where we record live every Wednesday at 8:30 Central. Email us at gamersweekpodcast@gmail.com. Visit our merch store at gamers-week-podcast.creator-spring.com. Or if you want to do it the easy way, follow the link in the show notes. And last but not least, join us on Patreon at patreon.com/gamersweek. Finally, since you made it all the way to the end of the episode, please leave us a rating and a review to let us know how we did. We really value your feedback. And while you're there, consider subscribing on iTunes, Spotify, or your podcast platform of choice.
Yeah, be sure to reach out to us on Twitter and let us know what you thought about that one big announcement from the State of Play.
Yeah,
you know which one I'm talking about, huh? The one.
Yeah?
Bloodborne 2, right?
Yeah, of course. I almost wore my Anaheim Ducks jersey.
Oh,
tonight.
really? That would have been interesting.
And I was just thinking, as soon as I turned on the camera, that would have been like, oh my God, like, you kidding me?
Right.
Like, how?
We should get married.
That's because we know each other.
Yeah, you two are clearly on the same wavelength.
Mm-hmm.
We'd have to move to a state that allows it. I don't know if there's any state that allows that.
Two dudes getting married? I think that's allowed in every state.
No, I'm already married.
Oh, you're talking about polygamy.
You can't be double married, Dewey.
Yeah.
And the bachelor party is going to be epic.
Oh, my God. Like, we should just throw a fake bachelor party and tell everybody we're getting married.
I'm here for it.
should go to PRGE, like get sashes that say, you know, mine will say, you know, groom, yours will say bride, and, you know, we can go out and have a good time.
I wonder if somebody's doing that already. Like for people that they're not getting married, but like, hey, let's just pretend, let's as if like we're throwing a bachelorette party.
I think that's a fantastic idea. I think you can get free drinks that way. Get invited to stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Like if you're walking around some convention hall with or a bar or whatever with a sash on it that says bachelor or bachelorette, jump on into this limo.
Right.
A world of opportunities open up.
Right. And suddenly you get a lot of offers for, hey, you want one last fling for the old ball and chain?
Well,
Right.
in my particular instance, that might not be a bad idea.
It's the time to say goodnight with the stars shining brightly. Baby Ryan, close your eyes beneath the heavenly skies. Sweet dreams wait for you as you sleep through the night. You'll be safe, you'll be warm. Such a beautiful
Welcome to Gamers Week Uncut.
Welcome to Gamers Week Uncut.
Welcome to Gamers Week Uncut, Patrons with Benefits. This is the unscripted, patron-only bonus cast with less editing and more dirty jokes. We don't know where the conversation will go, but we're sure it will be weird.
This fish just went right on my nipple, and I'm just like,
I Google Street Fighter 6. The first search result that comes up is people think they can see Ryu's dick in the Street Fighter 6 reveal.
Listen up here, kids. You're not going to want to get one of those VDSTDs things, right? Make you fall off. When you go, grab a pro. You'll be doing it for America.
that was perfect.
If you want to hear weekly episodes of our patron-only bonus cast, join us at patreon.com/gamersweek.